Good morning, dear students. Today in this video, I will be taking up Amanda poem. Amanda is a poem for class 10th in CBSE board. It's given in the book First Flight. Amanda is a poem written by an Australian poet, Robin Klein. Robin Klein was born in 1936 and is very much alive among us. She is an Australian poet. She lives in Australia and she has written much of her work for children. So she belongs to that genre of literature which is popularly known as children's literature. Robin Klein is so famous that she has more than once received the CBCA award, which is the Children's Book of the Year award, for more than one of her works naturally. Now this poem, Amanda, that she has written is a poem for the youngsters, for the teenagers, the growing up children. Amanda here is a girl who is representative of all the children of her age, especially the girls of her age. The central idea of this poem, Amanda, is the constant nagging, obstructions, and pressure that the teenagers face from their elders and from which they want to get free. They want to get rid of that constant nagging and instructions. Now, here in this poem, we will see how Amanda is constantly being told to do this way, to behave this way, to smile this way, to not do this, to follow this particular direction, to go this way, to go this way in this manner. So, all this constant pressure is common to all the teenagers. It's common across the globe. The feeling of the youngsters, or I would call especially for the teenagers, is a shared feeling. They do feel that our parents, our elders, our teachers, they're always behind us, guiding us, instructing us, and they also feel that it is useless. They should not do that. Natural feeling. And constant nagging and obstruction and guidance is also natural to adults. Now, the teenagers, they live in a world where they feel that nobody is there to control them. That is the world of their imagination. Similarly, we will find the case with Amanda. She wishes to live in a world of her imagination where her mother, who is the constant person who nags her, is not present there to disturb her. Moving on to the poem line by line. We have this poem on page number 61 of your book First Flight, Amanda. Introduction of the poem says, every child feels that she or he is controlled and instructed not to do one thing or another. You too may feel your freedom is curtailed. Definitely, I'm sure many of you must be feeling that. Curtailed means your freedom is restricted, is snatched from you. Write down some of the things you want to do, but your parents or elders do not allow you to. You'll have many, I trust you. To read the poem aloud. Now, after that activity of noting down or penning down your experiences with your parents and elders that you have stopped to do and you want to do, we come to the poem. Now, in this poem, the structure is so that the first stanza is Amanda in reality. The following stanza is given in parentheses, which is the round brackets. That stanza is Amanda in her imagination. So they are saying to read the poem aloud, you form pairs, each reading alternate stanzas. Means the one pair will read the first stanza, this side pair will read the second stanza. Now, since we are not in the class with each other, you have to deal with your book and with me. The parenthesis stanzas that are given, they are the imagination. You have to keep that constantly in your mind. So, starting the poem, first stanza. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. So the first stanza is the instructions being given to Amanda by somebody. Naturally, somebody elder to her, perhaps her mother. The instructions that are given here in this stanza is don't bite your nails, don't hunch your shoulders, means don't lag down in your chair, stop slouching, and you should sit up straight. There's so three instructions continuously. Now, the second stanza, which is in parenthesis. There is a languid emerald sea, where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. So Amanda is here in this stanza in the world of her imagination, where there is no effect of whatever her mother is instructing her in the first stanza. So whatever her mother is saying is going overhead, and inside her head is this imagination. What is this imagination? There is a clear, calm, peaceful, emerald green sea. And in that sea, I am the sole inhabitant. I am the only person living there. I am a mermaid in my imagination. And I am drifting there blissfully. I am there as if in heaven. Okay, this was the imagination. Third stanza, again the reality. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. Again, her mother instructing her and nagging her about her homework, about tidying up her room, and about cleaning up her shoes. I repeat this. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean up your shoes, Amanda. That's it. Again, imagination, the fourth stanza. I am an orphan, roaming the streets. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. Now see again whatever her mother is instructing going above head, and she is imagining that she is an orphan. See, being an orphan is not easy and nothing to be hoped for. But at this age, what Amanda is and what most of you, my students, are, you don't know the pain of being an orphan. You just know the freedom that the orphan may be enjoying. But that freedom comes with a lot of cost and responsibilities. That's another discussion. We will have it in the exercise of this poem. Okay, so here she's imagining to be an orphan who is roaming the streets freely. She is patterning the soft dust with her hushed bare feet. She's not wearing shoes or floaters or sandals, anything in her feet. And on the soft dust, she is walking barefoot, making pattern on the dust. And the silence there is golden. Nobody is there, orphan, no parents. So that silence is golden, and that freedom is sweet for Amanda. Again, the next stanza, reality. Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you, Amanda? Why will Amanda look? Amanda is in another world of her imaginations. So here, the mother is saying, don't eat that chocolate. You should remember your acne. Acne is a skin problem where youngsters have pimples. Girls and boys both at this age have. So you are advised to not eat junk and not eat chocolate during that time. You must have all been advised about that. So she's saying, don't eat that chocolate. You remember you have a problem, acne you will have. And then her mother has a problem. She's not looking at me. Why am I instructing? Which our mothers commonly have. So she says, will you look at me when I'm saying all this to you, when I'm talking this? So this was reality. Again, imagination in the next stanza. I am Rapunzel. I have not a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. I will certainly never let down my bright hair. Now Rapunzel, before I explain this stanza, I would like to tell you that Rapunzel is a fairy tale character. She is a fairy with golden hair and very long golden hair. And she resides in a lonely tower all alone, Rapunzel. And when she wants Enchantress to come to her, to see her, to meet her, and to suggest her the ways and plans of fairy life. Then she hangs her braid of hair down, with the help of which the enchantress climbs up the tower. So here Amanda is imagining herself to be Rapunzel. She says, I am Rapunzel and I have not a care, and I don't care about the outside world. I am all alone. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. And as Rapunzel resides in a tower, she's saying life like this, all alone in a tower, is tranquil. Tranquil is peaceful and silenced and rare, which is uncommon. And I will certainly never let down my bright hair. And she's saying, I will never even let down my hair or the braid of my hair to allow somebody to come up to me. I will be very happy living all alone. I would not even want that enchantress. Now, this is her imagination. Again, reality in the last stanza. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You are always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. Now, she is deep in depression. That's her look, not actually depression, but her look is very sad with those creaks on her forehead. She's sulking, about to fall in her couch or on the sofa that she's sitting. And her mother says, you are sulking, you are going down, and your face is so aggression filled. Don't do that. You are always so moody, your mood changes so suddenly. And anyone who will look at you like this would think that I was nagging at you, Amanda. Funny, no? She was actually nagging at her. And now when that has taken effect on her face, mother feels that anybody would think. Now, which is also a very common feeling we can relate to. Our mothers really scold us, beat us up, and then they say, why are you crying? As if I have really given you hard. Right? That's what her mother says in this last stanza. So with that, I finish reading this poem. But with that, I am not stopping. I would like to give you analysis of this poem. Central idea I had already told. Children feel that all the time they are controlled and instructed not to do this, not to do that. And they often want to break free from the restrictions and live. They prefer to live in a world of freedom where they are not nagged. Now, analysis of this poem says Amanda, who is a young girl, is representing all the girls of her age. Poem is definitely for all the children of that age, but specifically and especially for the girl children. Amanda symbolizes all the young girls who are growing up. The process is more difficult for girls than boys because girls are expected. That's a sad reality of our world. That girls are expected to be behaving in a particular way or manner. You should sit like that, you should eat like that, you should smile like that, you should be pleasant. So girls have a bit more responsibility than boys, and hence they are nagged a bit more than boys and instructed gender wise, right? So the feelings of young girls on being constantly nagged and their world of fantasy is expressed here beautifully in this poem through a young girl, Amanda. With that, we finish this poem Amanda by Robin Klein, and I hope you have enjoyed this poem and you could relate to your own life, the life of the central character of the poem Amanda. For the question, answer and exercise, we will follow the same pattern we will be discussing on our WhatsApp group. Thank you.